Number one, you can be a better student or you can be in a better place if you have a budget in place, right? If you have a financial system right now. Now, I always speak about budgeting. I always speak about we need to have a budget. But the thing is, right, brother, and my sister, whoever is listening, right? Now, another thing, I want to give shout out to those Tamil states. You guys are following me, and thank you so much, man. Thank you for connecting. So I always speak about this having budget. I came to understand the importance of budgeting when this COVID happened back in like 2021, 2022, in those years, right? So I was in Singapore at that time, and I was enrolling one of the graduation course, degree course. And in my classroom, we used to have like 35 students. So in those initial days, there wasn't any lockdown. There wasn't anyone in my class who would say, "Hey, bro, I'm losing job. Hey, bro, I don't have enough money to pay for my rental, grocery, or whatsoever." But slowly, after like a couple of weeks, when we were just going towards this lockdown thing back in Singapore, I started to notice that some of the guys been having this discussion. Hey, bro, I lost my job. I don't even know how I'm gonna pay my rental. My parents need money back home, and they would just start asking one another, bro, do you know anyone who have work or like who is hiring or something, so I can just go and get work, like normal discussions. Usually students would have this. If you've been through that journey or you're already going through, you would know that how this whole thing goes. Everyone is looking for work, and they just want to have enough, or they just want to earn something so that they can pay their bills. So students were struggling, and lucky enough, I had a friend who was more of like a brother to me at that time, and still we are in touch. So we got this contract, and every single thing is now shut down in Singapore. Or most of the businesses, they were closed, but only one business that was operating, and the one industry that was operating, and that was logistics. So we were fortunate enough, we had this subcontract of unloading containers of rice which were coming from different countries, and they were just storing rice in Singapore. So we had this opportunity to get those subcontracts. So we were responsible to unload those containers, rice bags and stuff from those containers. And then once we had it, we would have work every day. We would work every day, have income coming in. And I believe we were just having good income at that time. So surely enough, when this lockdown happened, most of my classmates, they were just jobless. And just suddenly one day we were just having chat with one of the guy, and we were just discussing about some sort of like assignment. At that time we were like due on assignment, so we were just discussing about it, and he opened up about like, bro, do you know any place where I can get like a job, or I'm actually looking for a job, I don't have work at the moment. I asked him, bro, I've got this work, do you want to work, just come over. He said, yeah, sure. Sent him address, he came over, and afterwards we started inviting like a lot of other guys. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we were just expanding like this whole year time. We were just expanding. But before we would just only have contract for one warehouse. Then we had contract with another warehouse, like another warehouse. So now we were having contract of like with 4 to 5 warehouses, and every single classmate of mine, he was just employed. They were just employed, and everyone was working. But what happened, because they were making new money, no one thought of saving it up. And when that lockdown happened, I had this mentor at that time. So he advised me, Mickey, lockdown is going to happen. Probably you could struggle with money, or like financially. So it's better to have a system in place. It's better if you can learn budgeting. So I was not just saving up money, but I was also preparing for something that could happen. Unfortunately, that could be like losing job. That could be someone who just called from back in India, because India was under lockdown as well, and no one was actually working. So one way or another, I just wanted to have financial backup ready. So I had it, and my school at that time, they were quite flexible also. They were like, they understood that COVID have happened and students cannot pay their tuition fee on time. So they gave us flexible payment plan. So instead of paying like $1,000 per month, that was my payment plan at that time. I was just paying them $500, which was affordable. So I could have that money like within 2 days. So I could pay that, and I was saving money at that time. I had good savings throughout the journey. I could live off properly, and I was living like right thin. And I did whatever I could do to save more money. Okay, so surely enough, I was so lucky also. I got this opportunity to come to Australia in 2022, and when I came here, right, I was enrolled in one of the university, Murdoch. And because I was doing graduation back in Singapore, I only did my 2 years and I was doing my third year here. So I paid $14,000 just to enroll myself, and that was a tuition fee. $14,000 Australian. And now you can tell I was only in the position to pay the money because I had it. If I wouldn't have money, how was I able to pay? And now the lesson that you can grab from this story, okay, I don't want to stretch this story no more, just want to wrap it up. You are currently, or you could be on an international student visa or student visa at the moment. And your visa could be about to get expired, or you are about to transition to a new visa, or like you have to pay for like new application or anything. But how are you able to pay for that visa or new visa or the application fee or embassy fee or immigration fee or whatever fee if you don't have it? And that's the whole point of having budget. You understand that something or like a major expense or like an immediate expense is about to come. So instead of preparing last minute, you start preparing that money from day one, like now onwards. For example, after 10 months or like 8 months, I'm going to pay $4,000 for like an immigration fee. I want to make sure I will do my calculation. How much do I need to save per week? How much do I need to save per month so that I can save $4,000 without touching any other expense that could disturb my lifestyle? Without touching my tuition fee, without touching my living expenses, without disturbing the money that I send back to my parents. So make sure you have all that sorted. And that's the whole idea of doing it. And there is a way to do budgeting. If you want to learn, by the way, there is a link in description. I've got my whole book, especially designed for international students who wants to learn budgeting. So I'm not saying that okay, go buy that. But if you want to learn, you're serious about it, it only costs like $52. I can even make it cheaper if you send me a message. And you can go and get it and learn budgeting and how to manage your money properly. Moving forward, another thing a lot of international students don't do, and that is they don't have a side hustle. They are still in the zone of having part-time job, studies, and just chill, that's it, and have some party over the weekend. But the thing is, if you're an international student, you cannot live life like a local student. You have to live differently, which also means after arriving to a specific country, let's say Australia, 6 months or 7 months, observe every single thing, every single business in your surroundings. See what are the things that are going on, how does market look like, and see what you can offer to the marketplace. There could be any service. All I want you to do is start a side hustle so you have a bit of extra money coming in every single month. Because what it would do, look, despite the fact whatever industry you choose, despite the fact whatever side hustle you choose, you do digital marketing, social media marketing, photography, video editing, SEO, you do some sort of other labor jobs, or anything, right? It could be anything. There are chances by the time you're going to graduate, these side hustles could turn into a potential good business that could even pay you more than what actually you are preparing for. So I want to say, if you are a student who is doing business, I think this is a really good advice for you to start a side hustle. So by that time, you're going to finish your business studies, you actually have a business side by side. Or also, it is helpful for you if you're doing business studies, you start your side hustle. and then note down all these challenges that you've been having and share and discuss these challenges with your lecturer. See how they help you out. See what are the experiences they've got and how they can help you with their business, or with their wisdom and experience that they have learned through their journey, and apply that to your business to grow. And now another challenge you could have is, and that is your work hour restriction. For example, you're in Australia, you can only work 24 hours per week. You don't want to deviate it. You don't want to play with it. You want to respect the boundaries. You want to respect the law of the country and stay within those restrictions. So I would say, right? This is what I would do. I would work for 20 hours or 18 hours on my part-time job, so my expenses, my immediate bills have been paid, and rest of the hours I would put into my side hustle. Now I know that I only have 5 hours, right? And then what do? You probably have a classmate, you probably have someone studying along with you, and find someone who shares that kind of vision with you. Tell them, hey bro, look, this is our business. I do 18 hours, you do 18 hours, we save about 5 hours each, and we can weekly work 10 hours on this business, and then both of us can work, both of us can share profit as well. Or you can do another business that is those 5 hours weekly you spend to find clients and hire someone else to do the fulfillment for you. And that includes social media marketing. You find clients and then you hire people from Fiverr or some other third world countries like India or Philippines or somewhere else to do the work for you. Or you can do video editing. You can find clients or influencers online or whatsoever. Get projects and get someone else to pay for it. Do the job. So this is how you can do it. This is how you can play around. But all I'm saying, it's important to have a side hustle. As I say, it could potentially turn into a real business. Now, third thing that any international student, if follows this particular thing, you are going to master this whole journey, and whichever industry you pick, you are going to be successful, and that is find a mentor. Now, what I mean to say that, for example, you are studying accountants, you're studying to be an accountant. I should be saying you're studying accounts. Like my English sucks, bro. You know that. So if let's say you're studying accounts and you wanted to be an accountant. So instead of you just focusing on your study and waiting to be graduated and then you go and learn accounts or accounting from someone, it's better if you can, while studying, find an accountant through some sort of networking event, or even if you can visit business to business or message someone on LinkedIn or ask your lecturer if they have connections. Go find that person, have them as your mentor, because they are already ahead of the game from you. They're already doing this business in the market. They know how to get clients, they know how to deliver, they know what are the rules and regulations, they know the standards, right? You can learn faster than anyone from a mentor. Now, even you have to pay for it. Tell them, hey, I'm a student, but I can only afford to pay, let's say, $100 a week, $100 a month or whatsoever, just for 30 minutes of your time. I just want to learn. Or even though if you can have me as your intern, I've got 5 hours or 10 hours per week extra on my hand. Can I just come to your office and learn from you? I don't need to get paid. I will do free for you. You just teach me. Or I just want to work side by side to you. I can be your assistant. Bro, if you do this, right, rather than having party over the weekend, rather than doing some other things over the weekend, oh man, I'm telling you, you are going to be ahead of the game. Plus, if you also require accounting experience, that person could help you out for your visa or whatsoever. And I'm telling you because I've done it. I was doing photography back in 2019. I didn't know anything. I was just self-taught like a photographer. But I didn't know anything about business, how to get clients. So at that time, what I did, I was working as a part-time waiter on one of the event. There was a photographer. I reached out to him. I say, bro, I am a photographer. I'm doing photography through my phone. I don't know nothing about DSLRs and stuff. Is it okay if you can teach me, or if you can just guide me through which DSLR I should be taking? And he was so kind. He gave me his business card. I messaged him right when I finished my work. I messaged him around 4 p.m. And he said, bro, I'm still working right now. I'm still at the event. Can we just talk over the weekend? I said, for sure. Bro, we catch up over the weekend. He was so kind to me. He even bought me coffee. I couldn't buy coffee. He bought me coffee. He said, bro, why don't you just come to my studio? I just finished shooting this event. I will show you what's the process be like. I went to him, like, I was super excited. Obviously, you were excited because this is what you love. Went to his studio and he showed me a Lightroom, how he's like, editing those photos, how he's putting all those presets, colors, and blah, blah, blah. And he even showed me how to organize those files, because what I was doing, I was just taking photos on my phone and leaving them as it is on my library. He taught me, bro, you want to have a separate file or separate album for it. You want to organize your files. And that way you can be way more productive and your files are organized. The whole point of this, right, is to tell you, you can have a mentor, and mentor can fast track your journey of success or learning curve, whatever you want to learn, whatever you want to be. And also you will gain one good connection in the industry, and that person could potentially give you some sort of reference also if you need it. And who knows, maybe you're looking for a job and he doesn't know any other person that he could recommend to some of his friend who's hiring or something, right? He could recommend you there. Or maybe he would have some sort of connection that he can put you in, who could help you potentially to get a job. Who knows? Like these industry friends, they could help you a big time. These mentors especially. So bro, I don't see no point wasting your time in other things, in those things called exploring life, exploring new things. No. I am a huge believer, like as an international student, you should live your life every single week, every single day, every single hour intentionally. Because if you look at it, you are not just given an opportunity, you have actually paid for the stay that you have right now in that country. For example, I'm in Australia, right? I paid 4,000, 5,000, whatever visa fee was. I bought that visa, I bought that stay to be in that country. So why I wouldn't want to maximize this opportunity? I want to maximize every single hour. I don't want to waste it. And a lot of people, they just get comfortable. Oh man, never mind, just chill. But we don't want to do that. We want to scale up ourselves. I don't know how many of you can relate to it, how many of you have this kind of mindset. But if someone out of 10, you are 2 of them who's got this mindset, I want to connect to you. I want to speak to you. And with that being said, please continue to connect me on Instagram as well. And or either message me on Instagram. I am actually forming this whole community of like-minded individuals whom I would like to teach 101 personally how to generate $0 to $5,000 per month through your side hustle. I will teach you side hustles. I will teach you what to start, what not to start, how to do it, how to exactly get your clients. If you want to do social media marketing, social media agency, like whatsoever, I've got this agency as well. I can teach you that if you want to learn. And that community, for now, I'm just keeping it for free. There is no price for it. But slowly, once I have enough people, because look, this community is still new, so I'm just forming. I want to focus on those individuals who really wants to grow. But there's one condition: you gotta be really, really hardworking guy, and you must be in desperate need of building something big for yourself. Because only those individuals who got this fire inside, they can do great things. Because I share that same work ethic. I come from a farmer's background. I like to work hard. I just feel good when I work hard. So hopefully this video would have added some value in your life. And if you want to enjoy and learn more from this channel, subscribe it, and I'll see you next video. Bye bye.